What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here on the run, getting things done. Next thing on the agenda is the gym. I gotta get to the gym, y'all. And let me ask y'all, for those of you that decided that you wanted to get fit or lose weight or just put on a little bit more muscle, whatever it was your plans were that you were trying to do before summer, I hope you guys have been working on them, because summer is almost here. All right, we are inching up to the midpoint of May. Not quite there yet. We're inching up to the midpoint of May. If you ain't got started, it's too late this summer. You could get going for next summer. If you've been going, keep going. Do whatever you can to get as close to where you're trying to be as you possibly can by summer. It's almost summer body time. So let's get into the topic at hand. Speaking of summer bodies, the topic is about the body. I see that the Minnesota Supreme Court has made it so that women can go topless in public. Women will not face any sort of indecent exposure charges. That is done. And some people love this, some people hate it. The people who love it are the usual suspects. It's raging feminists, raging liberals, and also creepy guys. They absolutely love this. You got creepy guys who have never felt a breast in their life. The idea of seeing just boobs hanging while they're out and about, this excites them. And then you got the raging feminists that think this is empowering. This reminds me of some years back. Canada went through this. You had these ball-busting feminists that were demanding that they be allowed to be shirtless like men. But here's the thing, though. They weren't really wanting to go topless. That was just what they were hiding behind. What they wanted was something that they can endlessly use to a point of reference, if you will, of how they're being oppressed and treated differently from men. They went to that well for water over and over and over and over and over. They're like, we're treated differently from men. We're oppressed compared to men. Men can be out here shirtless. We can't. It's not fair. Canadian government decided, you know what? Yep, have it. Let the boobs hang. Go and do what you do. And they're basically like, what? You mean we won? Yep, you won. Go right ahead. Get out there, be topless as much as you want. What ended up happening with this is that they really did not take advantage of it. And as I said, because it never was about that. It was about endlessly complaining about the fact that they're being treated differently from men. They're being treated unfairly from men. They claim they wanted this. They got it. They haven't been using it. I think this has been in effect around a decade now, and yeah, no one even talks about it. I'm imagining that something similar to this will happen with Minnesota, but we'll see. You got these women that are all like, oh, we're now going to be able to be out shirtless just like the men. Let's see how many of them actually do it in everyday life rather than just some party or some sporting event. You know, every now and then at a sporting event, you'll get some woman in a jersey that'll lift it up and let the girls flop around a bit, and you know, everyone loves this. The woman doesn't get kicked out. She's not arrested in any way. It's a sporting event. I mean, no one wants to see a woman that's at a sporting event, you know, showing her boobs in support of the team to be arrested. So they just kind of let that slide. But let's see how regularly this happens. Outside from the very specific scenarios like I listed, you know, parties, concerts, sporting events. Let's see how many of these women actually do this daily. I doubt it's going to become a thing, but as I said, we shall see. The people in the comments on this video of the lady who was like detailing it, going over it, she seemed pretty excited about this, so I'm assuming that she's some liberal woman. You don't really see conservative women like excited about this sort of thing usually. I mean, some may be, but they're not really showing it. But in the comments was just a very weird thing. You had women, I saw women protesting this, and they were being attacked by men and women. All right, I figured that men would just stay out of this. This was a conversation that men were not going to really get involved with it. Like, yeah, okay, I guess. But no, I'm seeing any woman that is expressing any sort of discomfort about this being attacked by men and women. One said, then keep your shirt on. You know, another claimed this to be some sort of ownage against patriarchy and against rapists, because oftentimes the question will be asked, well, what was she wearing? Okay, by wearing less clothes to entice the would-be assaulter even more. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, I did see this one lady. She made an interesting point that I didn't really think about. She mentioned, if you have a woman out in public shirtless, a guy brushes against her trying to like get past her, or he touches her to move her out of the way or something, and he touches a boob. Well, she really doesn't have a case to claim any sort of assault, because now in the letter of the law, your breasts are no longer sexual. Because that's what this is about. Your breasts are not inherently sexual. They can be sexualized, but they are not inherently sexual. So if you're out there, you know, with them just hanging all out and about, and they happen to get touched in any sort of way, and the guy is not intending for it to be, you know, sexual in nature, I mean, can you call the police and claim you were assaulted? According to the letter of the law, is there an assault here because you weren't touched in a sexual manner, because your breasts are not sexual at all? I know I'm saying that word a lot. Let me stop, because I don't know how YouTube's algorithms is going to deal with this video. It can be weird about certain words and very, very forgiving about other words. But I get what she was saying. I'm not so sure there's going to be too many situations like that, but things are getting weird, and I wouldn't be surprised if something like this did come about. But let me know what you guys think. I'm seriously interested in hearing what you guys have to say about this one. If Minnesota does this, will some other states do it too? Will some other states follow them? That wait and see attitude that I tell y'all I do. I guess I'm gonna employ it here. I'm gonna wait and see. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.